And day by day, I develop till I do deliver to each and every individual the fruits and the flowers of his own sinful life. Misery, disease, confusion, pain, and poverty. For the seeds of his fact, the man suffers. But he is uncontrollably impelled by my force to commit more and more sins. And from this, he suffers in the future and again commits more. My innumerable sins are indestructible. They are deeply sown and like irrepressible weeds give mysteries to my mind design, the poor soul who contemplates sense objects develops attachment for them. That attachment leads to lust, and from lust, anger arises. From anger, then delusion, and finally loss of intelligence. And when a man loses his intelligence, he comes more firmly under my grip. My authority has been expanded throughout the universe. My past. Recite for me now what expert means to use to expand my kingdom. And I shall reward each of you as you deserve. Indeed!
O Empress Sin, your influence is boundless. Who can escape the enchantment of your web? I am not one to brag, but I must admit that it is I who am the greatest enemy of the living entities.
Let him continue!
Yes, it is I, dear Empress, who induces the pure soul to become entangled in your clutches. My work is simple, very simple. Listen, mother, how I do your work to the best of my ability. The beautiful woman sits in her bedroom, and with her quickly moving eyes, she sees the redness of her own lips in the mirror. And as she brushes her hair, which is black like the wings of a crow, the desires in her mind easily flow. Seeing her own reflection, her mind becomes delighted, and at any time I whisper in her ear, slowly, slowly I say to that lusty woman, alas, O beautiful-eyed one, why are you sitting here alone, not being cared for? Why don't you attract some young man's mind and buy them up? Go, for what reason do you remain here idly? How can you tolerate the pride of these young men? Why not make them cry out of desire? Why not make them all roll at your feet? With a steady mind, she hears these words, slightly smiling. She rises and holding the mirror with her own reflection in front of her. The enchantress runs off to conquer in all directions. When I see laziness in a man, I go to him and say, O mystifier of the worlds, what are you doing? Just see, women are dying for you. You are just like a bumblebee. Now go and drink honey from many flowers. Hearing my sweet words, the scandalous man begins to think himself the Lord of Love. And at that moment, the beautiful woman attacks him with the arrows of her glances. In this way, the young man and woman fall down by lust's deception. In the end, They enjoy poisonous fruits, and the depths of their hearts burn day and night. Thus, bound by ropes of attachment, they come under your control. Their shouts of remorse never end. In this manner do I, lust, ever cause the best of men to fall.
What is your business? Oh, sin! All glory is unto you. Without what would this world like to live in? Please hear my exploits on your behalf. The last work is simple, he said. I couldn't agree with him more, but my work is thorough. He may capture a man's senses, mind and intelligence, but it's my toxins that pollute his whole body. After lust does what little it can, his victim gets passed onto me. Then I make the man's gentle voice harsh and loud, his muscles stout, his heart palpitates, his actions uncontrolled. Just see the pauper in my palms, his blood boiling in his face, flushed red by my wrath. That soul will not listen. Reason cannot find him. Patience has deserted him. Only arrogance and pride provoke him. And he turns upon his own beloved wife, children and friends, being unkind to them. He suffers all the more. Oh, dearest me, devastation is my work. You can see the evidence of my work everywhere in the form of enmity between husband and wife, between brothers, friends and families, between societies, religions and nations. I have men at each other's throats over mere trifles. Then, after my brief visit is over, the black shadow, war, arrives, and that's when the real fun begins. Next, who shall speak next? All right. Queen, go on. Of all your foremen, sweet sea, I truly am the foremost. Like a faithful gardener, I lavishly water the seeds you sow carefully. Please hear, your majesty, of my qualifications, of which you certainly already know. Whatever there may be within the universe, to satisfy one sense can never satisfy me. Even though a man has everything, under my influence, he wants more. With discontent by my side, I sap the very vitality of human life. Where I reside, rest assured, happiness never dares show her face. My beautiful prisoner, one foot through the gate of hell, saying, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. Thus, he works hard like an ass, day in, day out, even over rushing to work at breakneck speeds, full of anxiety, convinced that he is free. But in truth, he is working for me. No matter what he goes through and gets, it will never make amends. Thus, he takes to stealing and cheating, even from his friends. Then they steal from him, and thus oppressed, they become enemies over a flirting or less. Now, let but my sticky fingertips lightly touch the most esoteric philosopher, the most advanced scientist, the most renowned politician, the most brilliant poet, and they all become morose, living a life of two extremes, hankering for future gain